After more than a month out of the spotlight, First Lady Melania Trump is finally back beside President Donald Trump, and their first public appearance together in weeks is putting another name firmly in the spotlight, Natalie Harp. The President and First Lady appeared together at a White House Rose Garden event, where they walked hand in hand from the Oval Office to the podium. Trump then took a seat in the audience as Melania addressed the crowd. And Melania seemed to acknowledge her long absence herself, opening with a cheeky line, "I heard you missed me. Here I am."
Good afternoon. I heard you missed me. Here I am. Welcome to the White House. A warm welcome to our distinguished guests today, Mr. President, my father, Mr. Knaus, cabinet members, Mr. Penske, Mr. Bowles, Mr. Shanks, the talented drivers, our universities, and the remarkable individuals who stand in support of my Fostering the Future initiative. The greatest achievement, investment America can make is not in technology, infrastructure, or capital markets. It's our children. We are at the beginning of an era defined by artificial intelligence, robotics, and industries that have yet to be imagined. But America's greatest competitive advantage remains in its own people. Tomorrow's leaders are sitting in classrooms today, including those growing up in foster care. Their capability is no less remarkable. Fostering the future elevates America's youth based on merit and talent, lifting them beyond economic circumstance and every other condition that may limit opportunity. Our mission is simple yet transformational. Provide every young person from the foster care community the chance to earn a college education, launch a meaningful career, and achieve lasting financial independence. Today, Indiana University and Purdue University join Fostering the Future's growing coast-to-coast alliance of leading academic institutions. Congratulations and thank you. Together, they expand a national network of 26 universities that prepare our foster youth to shape America's growth. I'm very proud to share that this last spring, Fostering the Future scholarships supported the education of our first doctor. He will change the lives of so many people. Tomorrow, thanks to visionary partners such as IndyCar and Fox, Fostering the Future graduates will build new companies, launch new industries, and redefine what is possible for all Americans. Fostering the Future is more than an educational initiative. It is generational investment in America's talent pipeline. Every student who graduates strengthens our workforce, accelerates innovation, expands economic opportunity, and reduces long-term dependence on government assistance. The return of this investment is measured not only in lives changed for the better, but in stronger communities, a more competitive nation, and a future powered by American ingenuity. Education is the one asset that can never be taken away. It is the foundation upon which confidence is built, opportunities created, and the future is invented. And finally, look at this incredible race car, gorgeous and powerful. I'm sure we cannot wait to see it start its engine.
This marked Melania's first public outing after more than a month away from public view. While Melania was back in the spotlight, Trump's executive assistant, Natalie Harp, was nowhere to be seen at the event, immediately prompting questions online about where she was. Harp, 35, has become one of Trump's closest aides and is widely described as a key gatekeeper around the president. Before joining Trump's campaign and eventually the White House, she worked as a television host for One America News Network. According to the BBC, Harp is also trusted with typing some of Trump's Truth Social posts, adding to her unusually close role inside his orbit. She has even been described as a comfort blanket for the president. And that extraordinary proximity has made Harp a growing subject of public fascination, particularly as Melania's appearances alongside her husband have been so limited. And now, Harp's brother, Preston Harp, has also publicly weighed in on his sister's intense admiration for Trump.
President Donald Trump's executive assistant, Natalie Harp, is facing fresh scrutiny over her unusually close relationship with the president, and now her estranged brother is offering his take on what he believes is behind her intense admiration for Trump. Natalie became a bigger subject of discussion after Senator Jon Ossoff raised questions about her proximity to the president. Her brother, Preston Harp, then appeared on CNN's Out Front with Aaron Burnett to explain what he believes drives his sister's devotion. Preston said their mother raised them to believe strongly in American exceptionalism, even teaching them that the United States was essentially the boss of the world. And in his view, Natalie sees Trump as the embodiment of everything she was taught to respect. But Preston was also clear about what he does not believe is behind his sister's fascination with Trump. He said he seriously doubts there is any physical attraction involved, arguing that her interest in the president is rooted in politics and ideology. Then Burnett brought up an unusual incident allegedly involving Natalie and Trump's motorcade. She told Preston that in 2023, his sister allegedly jumped into the trunk of a motorcade vehicle after claiming Trump wanted her at a court appearance and that there was no room for her anywhere else. Preston initially laughed at the story before describing the behavior as an unhealthy obsession. Despite the speculation surrounding their relationship, there is no evidence that Trump and Harp have a romantic relationship. Preston maintains that her admiration for Trump is political rather than physical. But Harp's extraordinary proximity to the president has sparked another controversy, this time involving First Lady Melania Trump.
Melania Trump is reportedly locked in a behind-the-scenes power struggle with Donald Trump's 35-year-old aide, Natalie Harp, according to the U.S. president's biographer, Michael Wolff. The extraordinary claims paint a picture of an increasingly influential White House aide whose proximity to Trump may have helped push the U.S. First Lady further from her husband's political orbit. Natalie Harp, who has become a near-constant presence alongside the 80-year-old U.S. president, has attracted renewed attention because of just how frequently she appears with Trump and how rarely Melania has been seen at his side. According to a Daily Beast analysis, Melania was publicly seen just 47 times during 2025, following Trump's January 20 inauguration. During the first 7 months of 2026, she was reportedly seen publicly on just 38 days. And Wolff claims the reason for that absence goes beyond Melania simply preferring a low-profile role. In a new post on his Substack newsletter, Howl, the Trump biographer claimed Melania's appearances with her husband were carefully negotiated and that Harp's presence was a major factor. Wolff wrote that Melania would not show up if Harp was around.
He argued that Harp's central presence in Trump's life helped explain why Melania largely stayed away from the 2024 presidential campaign trail. According to Wolff, Melania only appeared alongside Trump during the final week of the campaign, but the claims about Harp's influence go considerably further. Wolff alleges that Harp went to extraordinary lengths to remain physically close to Trump while working with his campaign. When Trump's campaign operation moved from Palm Beach to his golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey in 2023, Wolff claims Harp wasn't initially given a room, but, according to his account, she allegedly found another way to remain nearby. Wolff claims she set up a bed in the maids' quarters before eventually moving even closer to Trump by staying in the women's locker room. The allegations about Harp's attachment to Trump have also appeared in reporting by New York Times journalists Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan. Their book, Regime Change, reportedly described a series of letters Harp allegedly wrote to Trump and left in his personal spaces. One reported line from one of those letters read, "You are all that matters to me." Wolff now argues that Harp's influence went beyond simply being another member of Trump's staff. He wrote, "Superseded the White House staff and as well his wife and family. Nobody got between Harp and Trump, and you only got to Trump by going through Harp." Those are striking allegations, but they remain allegations from Wolff and are not independently established facts. There is also an important distinction surrounding the nature of the relationship. Wolff wrote that people in Trump's circle do not suspect a sexual relationship between the president and Harp. Instead, he claimed there was a belief that Harp was deeply emotionally invested in Trump. One Trump aide quoted by Wolff reportedly described the relationship as a Christian devotional relationship. Wolff also used the phrase higher purpose bride to describe what he claims Harp wanted to become in Trump's life. Meanwhile, the biographer claims Melania has increasingly stepped away from the role traditionally expected of a presidential spouse. Following Trump's return to the White House, Melania did not immediately move fully into the White House and was instead reported to have spent significant time in New York. Wolff characterized her role in stark terms, writing, "Other than in ceremonial occasions or in a strictly official capacity, she has given up the role of wife." He added, "Practically speaking, there is no room for her." The claims come amid an already unusual dynamic between Trump and Melania, whose public appearances together have often been highly selective. Melania has long maintained a more independent public profile than many previous First Ladies of the United States, frequently choosing to remain away from the campaign trail and major political events. But Wolff's latest claim suggests something more deliberate, that Harp, growing proximity to Trump, could be contributing to the First Lady's distance. The White House has strongly rejected Wolff's characterization. White House spokesman Davis Ingle reportedly dismissed Wolff as a professional scumbag and serial liar and used an additional profanity-laced insult to attack the author. Wolff, meanwhile, has previously clashed with Melania in court, adding another layer of context to the extraordinary allegations. So, is there really a secret power struggle between the First Lady and Trump's young aide? There is no independent confirmation of such a struggle, and the White House has rejected Wolff's credibility. But the allegations have put renewed focus on Harp's unusual level of access to the president and Melania Trump's conspicuous distance from her husband's political life. For now, the reported relationship between Trump and Harp remains a subject of speculation, while the White House insists the claims being made by Wolff should not be trusted.